Right.
Like I saw this, I saw a funny meme. It was like this on one side of the meme was like this super
Cringy,
angry
edgy.
guy saying, "Well, so you think, um, uh, so you think Joe Rogan's a specialist or whatever?" And the other guy was like calm on the other side of the meme. The guy was calm and saying, "No, I think the specialists that Joe Rogan brings to the show are specialists."
Right.
And that's what I think too. Like, if you have someone that has credentials, that has a vast experience in the field, that has formal education, that has practice in that field, like you shouldn't just discard what that person is saying just because it's is in certain show that you feel like doesn't align politically with your views. Like it's every opinion is valid. That's what I'm trying to say. And if that guy has, is backed up by his curriculum, by his academic background, and his scientific background, whatever, then we should listen to them,
Well,
you know,
I let me allow to.
regardless if they're aligned with the mainstream idea of things, like
So
the more common mainstream popular ideas.
let me unpack a few things that you just said there.
Mm.
Every opinion is valid, in professional opinion. What does constitute validity in this situation?
Well, I guess,
Like, one thing is to say everybody has an opinion and is entitled to an opinion, and that's fair. But like,
yeah.
what makes it valid though?
No, I was talking more in specifically with the specialists.
Okay.
Let's say,
All right.
doctors, scientists,
Biologists.
biologists, evolutionary biologists. I don't know, like
Okay.
world class actors or world class athletes. Like these people, they have some, like I
Yeah, they
said,
have
like
weight.
they're backed up by their journey, by their credentials,
Okay.
by their studies, by their academics, by you know just
Right. So allow me, if you may,
I may.
let's plot this scenario, okay? Because I think it's very interesting what you just said, and it has a lot of, it can branch out into a bunch of different arguments. I would ask, how to treat one of the things that is important and we need to understand and how to deal with is how to treat the opinion, or like the informed opinion, the study of experts. And what do I mean by that? Are we as regular folks qualified to understand and or process and or filter the information that has been fed to us by experts?
Sometimes.
Should experts run the world and become like this technocratic system, like, oh, sorry, you're too dumb to understand because you
Right.
don't really know how to
Right.
you don't understand these subjects well enough, so therefore should you like shine away the common folk that does not have access to education or does not have no interest in said topics, because you can't be an expert in everything. Like, that's impossible. We
No.
can be aware of a lot of things but not actually be an expert. Being an expert takes a lot of time, a lot of hours, a lot of
But experts are important for
right.
society, right?
Okay.
Because they dedicate their time only for that specific thing.
Exactly.
Like, and we need people like that in society.
The third point I was trying to make is like, what happens when experts disagree, which, spoiler alert, happens all the time.
Yeah.
So how do you as a person filter that information? One of the issues with Joe Rogan, and one of the things he said, and in fact, the opposite of what we're doing here, because technically, we if we were two experts, we would be two experts of opposite points of view about the same topic. What happens over there is like there's one guest, but there's never a counter word, right? So a person
Right.
has like an open field to explain their point of view, right? But there's nobody, no fair judge, no informed judge to say, hey, I agree with what you say, but I actually think things are a little bit different.
So you think he filters his guests?
I don't think he filters his guests, but he does not have, and this is one of the things when this like last scandal happened.
Yeah, he
like
said that in his video apologizing.
Yeah, saying
said
like
he's
he
gonna
should
try-
probably balance more views closer so you can hear one view and hear the other. But debates are interesting and are important.
Yeah.
But how do we as the public can even understand or give you see the opinion of one person, and maybe you like the this person better because they're more charismatic, therefore you're
Right.
more prone to, or this body of information that this person is exposing is more aligned with your worldviews or with what you think. Like, let's say, like, you are not entirely happy about the world not using gas anymore, and you're like a person who always enjoyed, fast cars and powerful engines, and you couldn't it's not something that you care so much about going green. And now, let's say the government is pushing, and there's this person saying, like, oh, gas was very important historically, and it still is, we can't just like turn off the pipe. And this other person is saying how bad it is. Like, there's always going to be a
Saying turn up the
bias.
pipe.
There's always going to be biases, and you're going to filter that information through your own
Yeah.
biases, your own experience, right?
Right. Right.
And
Right.
so you're gonna, like, it's almost going to be like a popularity contest. You're going to like relate more to this person, therefore you're more prone to accepting this person's opinion more, rather
Mm-hmm.
than, you see what I'm trying to get at?
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
So,
I do, and I mean, what can I say? I don't even know what to say.
oh my
I
god, I left
think
him speechless. It's only episode 1. What?